Night, everyone. Um, I'm not sure if you can hear me because everyone is on mute. Are you able to hear me?
Hearing you, hearing you.
Okay, perfect. Donna Ray, how has the journey been for you so far?
Good and bad.
I woke you up a couple times eating and I had to check.
For the
Guys,
most
you
part,
should be
good,
looking
like
through her plate to
80%
see what
good.
is this she having.
Like 80% good, or maybe more than that.
Well, it's the first time, so I mean, 80% is a pass, right?
Is it?
Yeah, 80% is a pass. It's your first time.
I mean, feel
That's
good. Like me
some
seriously,
some
seriously.
universities, that's a A.
Hey, big up myself, big up to me.
Yes.
But the good thing is no migraine. Like mucus gone.
So
Um,
I'll definitely need a testimonial from you.
like I mean that part, mucus gone is
You hear
serious
me?
for me.
Yes, that's
And
important.
funny enough, surprisingly, me like the food.
Nice. And I know that's one thing that everyone feared initially. Will I like this vegan food? Is it
Like
gonna
the
be
food.
flavorful? It really is.
And me feel bossy when me go to me say no meat. me, me feel bougie.
Nice. I
I
love
feel
that.
elite. I'm like plant-based, please.
I love that very much.
But thank you so much, and thanks everybody for sharing your meal options. It very motivating. So even
Yeah.
at times when you wonder what to eat, and you see somebody post something, you're like, all
Mhm.
right, I'm not going to eat no meat, not going to get no dairy. I'm gonna have this, but
Yeah.
it really really worth it.
Yeah, man, because we're humans, we're meant to feed off each other. We're meant to be interdependent. Nobody's
Mm-hmm.
really meant to do it all on their own. So I think that's one thing that the group really aided in. It helps to keep everyone on track by seeing just a small reminder, seeing someone else post their meal. Charles always posts his food.
Oh,
And
can I tell you, Charles? I mean,
yes.
I'm here. I'm here now. I'm here. What's up? I'm trying to inspire. You know what I mean?
thank
You
you
Yes,
guys
so
inspire me.
much.
we
Well, you
appreciate
inspire me so much from a different aspect, from the island. You know what I mean? And I'm here in
yeah,
the States, so
we
it's kind of
appreciate it
different. So
very much. You have a
yeah,
wider variety than what we have in Jamaica, but we
It
appreciate
shouldn't
it.
be though when you think about it.
Shouldn't be. I
I
mean,
think it's a lot of mindset and also habit and
mhm,
what we see in front of us immediately that is causing us to think that we do not have options. But we're in a
right,
tropical space, and which means that we have foods at hand. But it's just that we're not programmed to see what's available to us. But it has been a very,
right.
very, very, very blessed journey for me.
yeah, man. I see Raquel sharing her challenges as well and stating that the group really helped her to stay consistent and to be disciplined. So I really love that. I hope you guys can give me some nice testimonials at the end of this. But tonight we have Sajarto Landells. He is a fitness instructor. He's gonna talk to us about fitness and pairing health with fitness. The downside, Sajarta is not plant-based, that's a downside. But I would like to call him plant-based adjacent because he is close to plant-based. So, Sajarta, are you able to turn on your camera so they can see what you look like?
Yeah, I was trying to, and it tell me it's unable to access camera. I don't know why.
Mm.
Oh, so I forgot to set it. That's right. Okay.
All right, please go ahead because I'm sure they want to see what you look like. I think you have to go to settings and give Zoom access to your camera.
Yeah. only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, so it should be good. Yeah, there you go.
Ah, perfect.
Me
All
good?
right, so let's jump into it. You can start by introducing yourself.
All right, so my name is, good night, everyone. All right, so my name is Sajarto Landells. I am a fitness instructor. My journey in fitness started around 2014 when I went to University of Technology. I was in the Faculty of Sports and Science. So being in that faculty, I never really loved what it is that I was doing first off, right? But then I think God have a way of just turning things around, for your good, because I think that He knows what is best for you, right? So me doing this now is like me walking into my purpose, right? I don't think anything happens by chance, right? But when God has a mark on you, He just makes a way and makes things work out for you, right? So I started the fitness journey in 2014, like what I said, and it continued from there on. Because Danishka, if you know me, say I did maga growing up, and especially in high school, right? All right. So what really influenced that was a girl, you know, she said to me, say, oh, we can just put out, do some fitness and thing and I get in my feelings. I say, I tell her, I say, no, man, But anyways, I did it and I loved it, loved how I looked, you know, and from there on, I fell in love with it, right? I got a lot of information and I got a lot of experience when I worked at Spry training in Jamaica. So that's more like a training facility opposed to being like a gym, overall gym itself, right? So I garnered a lot right there. I learned a lot about fitness. I learned a lot about aging. I learned a lot about the type of food that we put in the body, how it actually affects us, whether on the positive or negative side. You get me? Yeah. So I owe a lot to Spry, what they're doing over there. You get me? Yeah. So just jump into it right now. I'm not sure where you want me to start first.
All right. So what I'd love for you to do is tell us about so it's a plant-based challenge, 30-day plant-based challenge. And what I really want us to know is the importance of pairing fitness with the food that we eat, because health is so much more than just what we eat. And on this challenge, it really has been about what we eat. So it was important for me to get a fitness instructor to tell everyone, look, yeah, man, eat well, eat your vegetables, drink your smoothies, but go to the gym as well. Put that workout in. It's important to ensure that your stomach look a certain way, your biceps, your triceps, XYZ. So that's really what I want you to focus on.
Okay, so both of them actually coincide, right? So both coincide, because if it's a case where somebody is going to the gym and they're putting in hard work inside of the gym, but they're eating junk, you're not going to see any form of results whatsoever. 90% of results caters to what it is that you put inside of the body, right? So you have to ensure that what you're eating coincides with the work that you're putting in. It doesn't make sense that you go to the gym and you're putting in this hard work and then you're defeating yourself with what it is that you eat or what it is that you put inside of the body. So therefore, having a lot of sugar inside of the body, that defeat the purpose of going to the gym if there's a case where you want a flat tummy, right? So majority of Jamaicans or people worldwide, they struggle with diabetes, right? What is that lead cause of diabetes is insulin. Right? How does one reverse insulin now? Is by eating or having 3/4 of protein on the plate, right? Protein is not limited to just chicken breast or tuna, right? Because
no, it's your quinoa, it's your beans, it's
no, me come to that. That's why I'm saying it's not limited to that, right? So it's not limited to that. So you can find a lot of protein in your tofu, in your lentils, in hemp seeds, in your tempeh, right? So that tempeh now is a form of soybean, right? Hydrated soybean. So you find a lot of protein in those things. The quinoa also, right? I love quinoa, right? Yeah, I use that sometimes for for substitute the rice, and if it is a case where I'm bulking, I use quinoa opposed to rice, because the rice will pack on a lot of carbs that you don't really want inside of the body. You get me? So especially like fruits too. Like fruits is very good too, right? In terms of eating, in terms of what it is that you want, in terms of like, you know, building and packing on muscles also. What helps too is like organic protein. Like this brand is very, very good. I don't know if everybody can see it, but this is gluten-free, this is soy-free, this is milk-free, and it is vegan-friendly. So this, I use this often.
I've tried
Right?
that brand as well.
Yeah, so this is very, very good. Very, very good. Right? But what you eat has the way how you train and what you eat has to coincide. Both has to coincide. Like for me, I tell my clients all the time, right? If it's a case where you want to reach like even the next level or have an edge over personals, like you have to train and train and be what it goes a far way. It helps you with, or it helps, you know, with every aspect of your life. You get me? It's not just about looking good or feeling good. You understand? If it is a case where you are a manager or you are a boss in whatever it is that you are doing, fitness helps you. Can you imagine you're going into the gym and you're punishing yourself every day? Yeah, you have to be disciplined to do that. So nothing in this lifetime can defeat you. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. So once you put yourself under that pressure and be disciplined in what it is that you do, trust me, you have the edge. Right? Fitness gives you the keys to unlocking creative million-dollar ideas too, and it gives you clarity. Right? Just like the foods that we eat too, because it is a case where you're going to eat junk, it's going to clog up your brain. Right? You're not going to think clear. Right? So that's how both actually coincides. So I tell you this, right? Because a person who makes working out a habit is very, 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 very hard to beat in anything whatsoever. You know, because every day them go war with themselves, like what I said before, right? So if it's a case where they can win battles against themselves, no one can beat them. Understand? So it is very good to ensure that you actually eat clean and train hard. You know, so both actually coincide. Yeah.
You ready
Hi,
to
Sajarto.
questions? Okay.
Donnery here. So
Okay.
for me,
Mhm.
one of the recurring issue for me
Mhm.
is so let me give you a backstory. So I have several injuries, spine twist from bike accident, all these
Wow.
things. Two legs
I'm
break
sorry to
at
hear
two
that.
different times, that kind of
Mhm.
situation.
Mhm.
I find though that especially in Kingston, when I go to a gym,
Mhm.
and gym in quotation, they want to, I don't know what is the mindset for people who work in gym, like them might try break you first. Even though when you tell them that you want to ease gently into an exercise routine,
Mhm.
and you tell them that your body can't handle
That pressure.
rigorous things to begin with.
Mhm.
And I find that on 3 occasions, me end up in the hospital.
Okay.
And so for me, I think my body also carry trauma. And so for me, anytime I try to, my body literally lock. Like
Understand.
I've had situations where I have to end up going to get injections and treatments through IV to release back spasm.
Mhm.
And so like I'm at a point where I need to get physical, but I'm extremely afraid.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you asked that
Walking has
question.
helped. But then the last time we take on this walking journey, you know, the crime situation get robbed.
Yeah.
And so it for me, I want somebody that who can appreciate where I'm at and where I want to go. And when I
Okay.
say appreciate where I'm at in terms of what my body can handle at this point in time. If I'm going to do it alone, what would you recommend?
All right. So firstly, I'm glad that you asked or you raised that point on the questions, right? All right. So there's a lot of misconception in the gym too, right? Where personals think that, oh, somebody just come inside of the gym, so you must throw on weights on them. No. That within itself is wrong. Because as you say, when you do that, you end up in the hospital about 3 times, right? So for me, what I like to do with clients is to do something that's called bulletproofing. What is bulletproofing? I ensure that the small twitch muscles and the small muscles are strong enough before you can actually manage weights or load, right? So what I do a lot of resistance band training first, right? It makes no sense to give somebody weights training and their body is not used to it. They're going to be more susceptible to injuries, right? So how does one become less susceptible to injuries? Is to build the small muscles first with body weight exercises, one, and resistance band training first. So about the first month or first 2 to 3 weeks, you know, you do a lot of resistance band training. Build yourself, let the body get used to some form of weights, load I should say, and then you put on load, which is the strength training where weights is concerned. So I'm sorry about your experience, trust me, but that was a wrong bank. That within itself was wrong, right? So in terms of what you can do, you can get you know, the feet resistance bands, right? Yeah, you can get that. You can get even the slim resistance bands too. Why the slim ones? Because you can do a lot of upper body exercises with the slim ones. You can tighten to a grill, your doorpost, whatever, you know, and do some back workout, some arms workout with that, you know, and the feet ones now will help you strengthen your legs, you know, strengthen your thighs, your inner thighs, your glutes, muscles, and so on. So resistance band training is the key for you at the stage that you are right now.
All righty, thank you.
Yeah. And walking,
you,
so for walking too, you want to like reduce how far you walk because you have a spine issue, right? So you don't want to put too much pressure on the spine. So I'm not sure if it's a case where when you finish walking, you feel pressure within the spine. Do you feel pressure within the spine?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yes, because of the length of time that you walk. So that's why. So you just want to reduce that. So those baby steps.
All right.
Taj,
Yeah.
can you offer a discount code to everyone here who signs up with you? I don't know if you're doing any more online personal training or like
I'm still doing online training.
Okay.
Still doing online training.
So let's discuss a discount code later.
All right, we'll do.
All right.
Where is your physical space though?
It's at 53 Upper Waterloo Road, right? It's called Mattox Health and Fitness.
Where is 53 Upper Waterloo? Closer to Sharpwood Road?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's not down by Megamart side. So but it's closest to Shortwood side, closest to. So it's right beside, you know, where you have that construction place where they have like, you know, the trucks and the cement and the sand. Yes.
Yeah.
Once you pass that building going down, it's going to be right beside it on your right going down.
So it's near where the Pegasus corporate office is?
Pegasus
There's
corporate.
a place called...
Yeah.
It's right, it's right there. Yeah. And it's right adjacent to the uniforms place.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
And I'll
Wait
share
times, your opening times and close. What were your open times?
We open from about 5:30 until 9 o'clock.
At night?
Yes, in the night.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
I'll share his contact, Donnery.
Yeah, man, thanks.
Does anyone else have questions for him?
I think I saw something come up on the screen a while ago, but I see go ahead. Somebody was asking about arthritis.
Oh, I have arthritis in my right knee, so I would like to know what exercises I can do that will help to alleviate some of the discomfort.
Okay, so it's the same resistance band training. Same resistance band training on knees, right? I get a lot of clients that do have arthritis. I have clients that have strokes also, and trust me, the resistance band training, it helps them get them strength in the legs, in the body, and so on. But as I tell people, you have to treat before you walk naturally, right? So everything in moderation and baby steps. Strength training is a no-no for arthritis until you build those small twitch muscles and you get them stronger, right? Yeah, so for the meantime, if it is a case where you are at home, what you can do is just flex the muscles or flex the knees, right? So what you don't want to do like a pulling motion, right? So you don't want to like Now put one knee up, or if you're laying down on the bed, right? Put one knee to your chest and out, right? And this way you're actually working the knees. You're getting some strength in the knees, and you do this for about like a minute each leg, right? And you can do that for about 3 to 4 sets if you're at home. But with the resistance band now, you can offer some resistance, right? So what that will do is actually help to build a cartilage around the legs and give you some strength inside of it.
Okay, nice.
Mhm.
Thanks for that. Does anyone else have any questions? Cheryl, how about you? Cheryl is a, what do I call it now? Long distance runner. She does marathons.
I'm an amateur. Last time I know you said like a professional athlete. I'm like, I'm here trying to lose some weight while doing a marathon.
Let's put it out
Trying
in
to
the
lose some weight?
universe.
Huh?
What you say, you're trying to lose some weight? I never hear you.
Yeah, I'm trying to lose some weight.
Mhm.
And part of my go-to is I used to love running. So
Mhm.
I'm taking on a marathon
Mhm.
training. And my question is, because I mean, I do a lot of distances. I'm doing a run right now.
But I can
while
hear
I
it in
listen.
your voice, eh?
Yeah, and because I don't find that running changes like the body weight as much. So I
Mhm.
wanted to ask you how much more or what's the current ratio of weight training to cardio? Because this marathon will be over soon and I want to really create a lifetime habit of weight training and cardio. So I
Mhm.
want to try to understand what would be the correct ratio of weight training to cardio because I realize doing all this cardio, it's not moving the needle much at all.
Yeah. Because all right, so that's a great question, by the way. You see, strength training, it actually helps you to lose weight too, right? But how and what it is that you do, right? So for me, when I'm a training person, what I do, I don't use reps, but I use time, right? I find that if it is a case where I tell somebody, okay, 15 reps, they're just going to lock it in their mind, say, okay, I'm just doing 15 and don't go beyond that, right? If I'm using time, I control that and I actually get more out of the client, so the client actually gets more out of the workout itself, right? So I realized that moving more, when you eat less, you move more, you will lose weight, right? So when I say eating less, meaning that whatever it is that you're going to have, you want to have a big portion of that throughout the day, right? So make sure that you keep full right throughout the day and you do a lot of movement, a whole heap of movement. So if it is a case where, say for instance, you're doing legs workout using a resistance band now when you're doing some free squatting, some free weight squatting, right? Don't limit yourself to just 10 reps or 15 reps per set, right? So do like a minute or a minute 20 or a minute 10 and you will see and feel the difference within the body.
Yeah, I'm there with you on doing more than the 10, 15 reps. You know,
Yeah.
for me personally, I have stopped and started the gym over and over and over again.
Mhm.
And I just keep telling myself it's not how many times you fall down, it's how many times you get back up. So the last
That's right.
time I went to the gym, I injured my wrist. It's not fully recovered as yet, but
Mhm.
like if I angle my hand a certain way, it hurts, like
Yeah.
really painful. But like right now, it's fine. But like I
Mhm.
keep doing this to kind of strengthen it. And
Mhm.
as soon as it's strong again, I'm going back in the gym. But
Okay.
I try not to do reps by number, but by
Mhm.
when my body feels like I can't go no more.
Exactly.
That's what I
You have
do.
to go to a
you know?
breaking point.
And then what I also do, I don't know if you do this or if you tell your clients to do this, but I do the left side first because my left
Mhm.
side is weaker.
Okay.
So that way I'm never imbalanced. So if I'm only able to do 15 on the left, I'm not gonna go to 20 on the right. I'm gonna
Understood.
stop at
So you
15.
want to outdo it. Okay.
No, I just try to balance it out. So that way my left ends up being the same strength as my right.
As you're right. Okay.
Yeah. That's
Makes
my
sense.
theory.
Okay. All right. So where your wrist is concerned, right? I don't know if you tried icing the wrist.
I've iced
All
it.
right.
I'm using icy hot as well, and I wear the
Mhm.
wristband. I just recently took the band off because everyone
All
keeps
right.
asking me what's wrong
I
with
love
me.
resistance bands, you know, so you're going to see majority of the time I'm referencing or making reference to the resistance band. All right. So there's this new thing now in fitness where it's called flossing, right? So if you get like a thin piece of resistance band and you wrap it around whichever area that's hurting, what that will do is make the blood build up in whatever area it is. So you hold it, so you wrap it as tight as possible, right? Until you feel the pressure, until you feeling it. And then what that will do now, so like you want to hold it for like a minute, right? And then you release the hand. So what that does now, it causes the blood to rush and to flush the area that is hurting you, right? So what that actually does, say for instance, you have swelling within the wrist, right? So the blood itself will just rush down, right, and minimize swelling. So that's called flossing. So you'll feel a difference instantly once you do that, or do that often. So that's just a new method. Because you find that persons think that, oh, you have a swelling and you dip it in hot water. No. Hot water actually causes inflammation. If it is a case where you have swelling and you put it in hot water, it's not going to reduce swelling. It's going to cause inflammation, right? So flossing is a new method that we found out that actually works. The top athletes, a lot of them do that too.
So I have resistance bands. I have some really thin ones as well. So I'll call you tomorrow and you show me.
All right, no problem. What was the lady's name, the runner a while ago?
Cheryl.
Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl.
Cheryl,
Yeah,
yeah.
Cheryl. So you want to do a lot more reps, right? In your training, and you want to move more, not necessarily run a long distance, but do a lot more movement, body weight exercises, but do it to time and not the reps. So you can start off by doing each exercise for a minute long. And trust me, you will feel the difference. And you're going to see the difference too.
So question, like how long would like an average, how long should an average workout be if you plan to work out like 4 times per
45
week?
minutes to an hour. And
Okay.
3 to 4 days per week is good enough. You don't need to go beyond that.
Yeah,
Going beyond that, you're overworking the body, because rest itself is equally as important.
And those are all like weights or resistance training, or how do you build in your cardio? Like what portion of that should be cardio?
Could you repeat that for me?
I was asking, so if you're doing 4 times per week, let's say for an hour, what portion of that should be cardio, or is the cardio separate?
Okay, so what I do, I mix it in the workout, right? Depending on the day, depending on what it is that we're working out. But what I do, especially for warm-up, I make sure that it is intense cardio. So I'm more focused on HIIT training, which is high intensity interval training. Right? So I focus more on that side of training because I realize that it is more effective. So once you come in, we do a lot of cardio for starting, right? Get the heart pumping, get you breathing, right? And get you moving, and then we move on to strength training. Then before the session ends, we do more cardio again or do some abdominals that targets, that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Do we have any other questions for Sajarto? Not seeing any.
Okay.
All right, Sajarto, leave us with any bit of information that you want to share with us, and then tell everyone how they can contact you too.
All right. So firstly, working out or anything, whatever it is that you're doing in life, it starts with the mind, right? It is more mental than physical. So you have to ensure that you win the fight with the mental first, right? Whatever it is that you are thinking, right? Your thought is very important. So I always tell people this, that, whatever a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So whatever you're dwelling on, that's the reality that you are creating. So you have to use your concentration wisely, because your only limitation is your imagination. And I know that none of us don't want to limit ourselves in any way, shape, or form. You understand? So you have to just win the battle with the mind. A lot of times people say they want to go to the gym, but they're not up to it. Trust me, you have to just fight the feeling that is fighting you. If it is a case where you want something, you have to be sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? Perfect example, like with me now. I used to smoke, right? But I have to stop smoke, right? I realized it affect me, and this is herb me I talk about, right? Not cigarette. Yeah. So I have to realize well, I have to cut it, right? And then if it is a case I wanted to take on a fitness journey, I couldn't allow myself to do that, right? And one day I sit down and I tell myself, say, but I'm sick and tired of it, so I just had to create that mental barrier against herb, right? And just fight that feeling. So I'm just urging everybody to just fight the feeling that's fighting you, and trust me, you can do it, right? Don't limit yourself in any way, shape, or form. Majority of things start with the mind, right? So you have to just fight the feeling that's fighting you and just push on. Okay? All right. So everybody can reach me on Instagram at Sajarto. So that's Sajarto, right? And my contact number is 480-1820. And I think after Dan and I will discuss a code, and I guess you'll pass it on to
Repeat the
everyone.
number. Let me type it in the chat, Saj.
Oh, 480-1820.
All right, perfect. Thank you again for coming to share with us. I really appreciate it, and all the information has been insightful, and I know it's info that we'll all be able to use as we move towards a healthier and wealthier life.
Yeah, man.
Thanks again, Saj. I appreciate
man,
it.
and thank you so much for having me, man. It was a pleasure, okay?
All right, have a great night, everyone.
All right, you too. Have a great night, everybody.
Thank you.